Right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today I got something special to share with you guys, okay? I want to talk to you guys about a stock that I have been purchasing, which I've mentioned on this channel before, but I've never done a real in-depth dive. I've been purchasing Health and Tech. And the reason why I'm talking about this stock is because this stock has the potential to double your investment. And over a short period of time, you can see here, okay, it's up 450%. What is up with that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to do a complete dive, give you as much information in 10 minutes as I possibly can about the share price, where I bought, the financials of this company, who holds this company, and how much do the actual people who work, the insiders at this company, how much do they hold? Who are they? What is this company about? What is Health and Tech? And I want to dive into all of that here. My current position on this share, this stock is 1,750 shares at an average share price of $1.84. With this position, I'm up almost 100%. I'm up 91%, which is awesome. But this was at the backbone of a lot of research, a lot of stocks that I'm currently looking through, small cap, mainly to find some very good opportunities, and I found one here. And so today we're talking about Health and Tech, and I want to talk and give you a bunch of resources. This is all about it. So we're up to 8,490 subscribers, 76 subscribers in the past 28 days. So please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Without further ado, let's get into it. Of course, this stock chart doesn't say all the truth. So they started out as roughly a $5 stock. They IPO'd. They went all the way up to roughly about a $7.50 stock and then plummeted down to about a 60-cent stock. Now, my first stock buy within this company was about 66 cents. And then I've been buying and averaging out. You can see my orders here, 705 at roughly about a 190 fill price. I've been buying 50 more at roughly 194. So I've been buying all over the place, but my average share price is $1.84, which I love. I think this is a fantastic average share price, and I think anything under $2 is a buy in this company. But why Health and Tech? Health and Tech is a small cap company. Their market cap is only $200 million. And before this turns you off, hopefully this turns you on as investors, because this company's financials is doing fantastic. But what do? Health and Tech is kind of like the middleman for insurance plans. They basically, through their AI technologies, they've created a system where they're able to make it easier for smaller and mid-sized employers to get benefits and health insurance for companies within the United States, which I absolutely love. I think healthcare in the United States is super expensive, and I love the fact that they're bringing this to the average person so they have some sort of security within their life. That's my personal reason why I like the stock. But another reason why I really like the stock is because their last quarter earnings, look at this, revenues of $9.3 million. Keep in mind, this is a now $200 million market cap stock, revenue of $9.3 million, which is great. 86% up year over year. In the first half, revenues for Health and Tech were 17.3 million, which is 89% of full year of 2024. So they're experiencing massive growth. And when we look to their balance sheet, starting back in 2022, their total revenue for the year was 5 million. Now it's all the way up to 26 million, growing positively over the past few years, which I love to see. Something extremely important is their cost of revenue isn't growing. Of course, it's growing, but not as dramatically as the total revenue. This separates the gross profit. Of course, they do have operating expenses, but their operating income is growing and it is positive, which is what we love to see. Further, going into this company's balance sheet, their total assets total roughly about $22 million right now, okay? Where their total liabilities are only roughly $6 million. Why is this important? It's important because look at their total debt. $174,000. They have very little total debt. And of course, any company with a lot of debt, it's going to hold them back. I love a business when I see their cash flow growing, their income growing, and they have very little debt. This is a fantastic sign. And another amazing sign, not to push this, not to sell this. I don't care if you buy. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my purchase. I'm just showing you why I like this stock. It's because their operating cash flow growing fantastic year over year. Their free cash flow growing fantastic year over year. Their small cap stock and their end cash position is huge. $8 million in their end cash position versus their debt of $178,000. That's amazing. That is amazing when I'm looking at a company. And what's even more amazing, Health and Tech has 70% of insider ownership. This means that the people working at the company, for example, their CEO, Tim Johnson, and their CFO, Julia Kang, I think I'm butchering that like crazy, but 70% of ownership comes within people in the company. That's amazing because they're going to obviously want to work hard to not only boost their own worth, but the company's worth. And I love to see huge ownership by insiders because that means they have a stake. And Tim Johnson, I seen in an article where he had roughly about 56% of the entire company. Right here, Tim Johnson, the CEO, owns 56% of the entire company, which is awesome. But it doesn't end there. Why? Because this is not only a YouTube video where I want to talk about health and tech, okay? I also want to give you some resources. This is a fantastic YouTube video, and I'm going to link it down in the description below. It's by Alpha Wolf Trading. It's health and tech's up 200% from our first interview. Can it last? And boy, has it lasted. And the reason why this video is so important is it because it deals with Tim Johnson and Julia Kang, who are the CEO and CFO, and it goes into depth about what exactly the business is about, how they structure their business, how they look to grow their business, when their business might encounter some downfalls, and when the business is looking to prosper. Hint, next quarter, Q3 is supposed to be a slow quarter for health and tech, and that's why I'm making this video, because I invested. I have a great average share price, but I'm not here to flex. I'm here to help you guys, and hopefully if you guys have a stock, let me know in the comments down below because I want to review it and find them for my own portfolio. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because Q3, although everything's going well and stocks going up, they could potentially see a downfall, and that's because our Q3 earnings are expected to be not as, they still might be better than this 9.3 million, but they're supposed to be the worst quarter for this company, for health and tech. So, and this is from a business standpoint, they're insurance, they're a middleman for insurance. And so most companies are going to renew their insurance in December, but not too many are going to renew them in the third quarter. They're probably going to wait till the new year. And so the third quarter is generally the worst for them. So I highly recommend you watch this video as well, and you can get a sense of what the CEO and the CFO are like as people. So that's another great thing. So this company really has a lot going on. And of course, we obviously can't ignore the fact that it's up pretty, has a fantastic stock price chart over the last little while. But what about this huge drop? Well, this is when Donald Trump announced tariffs, and when he also talked about cutting healthcare spending. And this significantly dropped the stock. But here's the thing. Health and tech does not provide any health care. It is the middleman. It sells the plans for insurance through its AI program, which is awesome. But with this, that means that they're not taking any risk if there's to be healthcare costs cut, because they're not providing the healthcare. They are only distributing the plans for them. And currently, with their enrolled members, they have roughly about, I think it was 24,000 enrolled employees, which basically means 24,000 people using health and tech's insurance carrier or like program in order to have healthcare and have healthcare insurance, which I think is awesome, which grew by 5,000 people year over year. So hopefully this was an informative video on health and tech. I just want to get this name out there for you guys. I want you guys to do more of your own research, and I really do think it's a fantastic stock. Of course, I like my buy-in price. I don't love the current price. I think if you could look to buy this stock at roughly about $2, that's the price, and that's the time to get in. I would say to keep your eyes peeled for any opportunities, and you could definitely check out their website down below. I'll look to link that there. So my screen doesn't go too crazy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it valuable. If you did, please do subscribe. And we're 10 subscribers away from 8,500, so please make that happen. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.